Alright. Let's see if this is working. Okay, let's mute myself so we don't hear that. And I'm going to briefly turn down the music here. Let's see. Am I live on YouTube? I am. It's not a very great image. Oh, great. That's delayed by quite a bit. But that's okay. It looks like this is more or less working. I think. Is there anyone out there in the world who can tell me if this is working or not? Also, let me check how my frames are. So far, I have not dropped any frames due to my internet speed, which I'm going to take as a win. Okay. It's been a while. I don't know if anyone out there... Oh, wait. I have this... Do I want this? Hold on. I don't know if I want my Discord status to be showing what I'm doing. Disable that. No chats as far as I can tell so far. I'd really prefer... How do I disable on... How do I disable my Twitch status on Discord? There we go. I think I got it. Okay. I'm assuming people can hear me. And I will get started here soon, TM. Having my most dedicated fan see if my audio is working. I suppose I can... Soon, TM. Okay. YouTube is quite a bit delayed, but that's alright. YouTube can be a bit delayed. I think I'm ready to get rocking here. So, I know next to nothing about this game, and I figured it gets quite a overwhelmingly positive rating, especially from those in the Factorio community and Factorio adjacent communities. And I'm a big fan of Factorio, so I figured I should try this game. You will notice that there is a continue. I played for about half an hour, just under half an hour yesterday. Realized, hey, this would be a good place to jump back in, try streaming again, because people might want to see a blind playthrough of a game that is lauded so highly, and I imagine people might want to see someone who has Factorio experience, how quickly they can pick up Dyson Sphere program. I'm no expert. Okay, I need to disable notifications on Discord. But, so, just under half an hour on both. Let's go ahead and jump into it, I suppose. I don't know what any of this is going to impact, really. Resource multiplier makes sense. Number of stars. I don't see any reason to turn that down. I'm getting Matt, if you're gonna send messages, you might as well do it as chats in the stream rather than messaging me on Discord. Sandbox mode, that's just gonna be like peaceful, right? I'd imagine. I think we're all good here. Interesting stats here, different types of stars. I don't know what this would impact. Is this where I'm starting? Yes, mission start. Is it always the center? Not necessarily. Do we want to be at the center or do we want to be towards an edge? These are disconnected. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. I don't know what is going to be good or not for that, so let's get started.
The unknown, created in exploration. The seed evolves in iteration. From zero, transforming into infinity and beyond. It spreads and becomes the shadow of the galaxy.
Very intense music.
As dark fog rises, the stars dim. You will embark on a new journey.
Very cool.
Arrive at target cluster.
We're at the target cluster. My frames are good for streaming, despite my screen essentially being
Welcome
replicated.
to the real universe. Very soon, you'll find this place different from our homeland. But you should be able to adapt to the laws of physics here in no time.
Are they
I'm
different?
your advisor. I will assist you in completing this mission.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That seems very close to a star, if you ask me.
Everything here belongs to you.
Belongs to me.
As a member of the Cosmo, a pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster from ground zero. Make use of the resources available here to build a Dyson Sphere that supplies energy to the center brain to maintain homeland simulation.
Okay.
I've chosen a planet for the mission, and there are essential resources for the initial development. Now, please pilot the space capsule toward this planet.
Oh, I'm in control now, am I? Alright. It doesn't... Oh, I actually can go somewhere else. It's probably a bad idea. Protrigator the second. Protrigator the third. What is that? The dark fog there? We probably want to be not near that, right?
Unknown EM signals detected. Extracting feature variables. Comparing with database. Those are highly likely anomalous mechanical bodies from the Mechanic Energy Program. Engineers call them dark fog. Dark fog is extremely sensitive to EM signals under a regular pattern, so they may launch an assault on us. To stay low profile, we will land on the other side of this planet.
Okay. Real quick. Let me see if I can unmute someone here who is muted. How would I do that? Untime out. It doesn't say you're muted. I don't know how to unmute you. You know what? If I make you a mod, surely you won't be muted then, right? Surely. See if that works.
Space capsule will land on the target planet in 3, 2, 1. Landing.
Great.
This is Icarus.
There's no text box for you? I just made you a mod. How can you be muted if you're a mod? Are you sure you're logged in? I don't know. I'm gonna have to just leave that be for now, I
Very
think.
powerful but lightweight industrial mecha. Use the direction keys or click the right mouse button on the ground to move the mecha. In this mission, you'll control your mecha to navigate the universe and create miracles.
Okay, so in my initial tests before deciding to stream this, I got to the point
Now please
where
try to disassemble the space capsule. Click the right mouse button to proceed.
okay, that'll give me the starting fuel, if I remember correctly.
To collect resources like wood or gravel, click the right mouse button as well. In addition, you can hold Shift and click the right mouse button on each of your targets to give a series of commands. Some
You fixed
items
it.
are found after disassembling the space capsule. Click on the inventory button at the bottom right corner of the screen to open and check.
Right. Okay. So we have to start with researching, right? We need 10 magnetic coils, which
You can hold the middle mouse button to rotate the camera, or scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
great, thank you. My FPS is down to 100, which is somewhat low for me, but we'll manage.
Replication complete.
So as I was saying, before I decided to start streaming this, I made it just to the point where the Dark Fog were attacking me for the first time. They sent their first
Research complete.
attack. And beyond that, I know nothing. I had
You've
like
obtained a mining
3...
machine. It automatically collects
Oops.
ores for you. You can select it in the inventory or in the construction menu, collecting section, to start building it.
Okay. I don't know
Hold
which one...
R to rotate the mining machine.
Why does it say
The
hold?
more
It's
veins
just
it
press.
covers, the higher the output. To ignore grid snapping, hold Shift.
Shift. Alright. How many of these can we get? Keep pressing it the wrong number of times. Can't. Did I see a way I could get 8 there for a second? Or not? I don't know how important it is to get so many. Alright, we'll go with 7.
Insufficient items. Click on the replicator button at the bottom right corner of the screen to open the replicator and manually replicate the required items.
Okay.
A wind turbine.
How
You've
are we
now
on
built
power?
Your first power grid. Some power facilities don't have a power supply range, so you'll need to extend the power grid coverage with Tesla towers.
So now we're at
You've built your
100%.
first power transmission facility,
Yep,
a
thank
Tesla
you.
tower. It can help you transmit power wirelessly over a short range and extend the power grid coverage. Click on it to view more details.
Okay, so you are getting iron, which is good. We can use that. I will need to make another of those. And I should probably be mining like copper right now. How much do we have here? Tens of thousands. I have no idea how long that'll last in terms of the scale of the game. But I think I'd prefer to put the next miner here. just so that it's closer for conveyor belts. Surely I can get all of these guys here. Yes. Which means now we need a Tesla tower.
You have an unpowered production facility. To make it run normally, place it within the power grid coverage and make sure power is supplied.
So something I didn't notice when I was in my doing initial test, he said that they are attracted to the electromagnetic interference, not pollution like Factorio. So even using all clean energy doesn't seem like it will help. I suppose I should probably get you started. That's taking a hot second. Let's get researching something. Maybe you're the smelter? Let's get the smelter going. Upgrades. I saw this screen right before I quit, and I didn't look at all into what it actually is doing. Let me pause while I take a second to look at this. I better use clean energy. Well, we'll use what we have available to us. It doesn't look like there's a lot of fauna out here to get mad at us other than the,
In the planet view, you can
these
hold
guys.
the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. Hold the right mouse button
Raiders.
to roll the camera. Press N to align the camera to the
Ooh,
North Pole.
trippy.
In the
Thank
planet
you.
view,
N?
scrolling the mouse wheel also enters the star map.
Okay. Very interesting. So, does each star have multiple
Replication complete.
planets? Like, does this one have planets and I just don't know of the planets? Or what is this? Setting a marker or something? I guess I'll find that out later. I was checking research. Pause. And looking at upgrades. This lets me view ore distribution on the planet. That seems helpful once we move. We'll be moving to new planets. Mecha core. Laser attack range and damage and energy capacity. So when they get attacking us here, I might want to research that. Energy shield, that might be useful. Vein utilization. There's ore loss. Interesting. Debris. And it takes red science. Okay, matrix. We're calling these matrices. They're not science like in Factorio. So we need circuits to research this. And I think we want that before basic logistics. Not going based off much, but just as an idea. So we need just handcrafting at this point. I need more iron, which we have here. How many am I making? I don't think I made enough. Make 10 of these. Now I need more copper. You're not connected to the power network. Let's get some...
Fuel is required for mecha's every activity. When energy is exhausted, its action will be
Replication
restricted.
complete.
You can click on the mecha panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to open the mecha panel and replenish the fuel chamber.
I agree. I like this art structure. I knew nothing going into the game. I was expecting a much more top-down only, like, not necessarily Factorio style, but a very, like, simulator heavy. But the fact that you can get real up close and personal with everything going on is pretty cool. And it runs really well for all that. Like, we'll see once we get into, like, am I still out of power, or is that just a thing? So I need to be making those. There's a lot going on here at the start. I like that you can control click these things like Factorio. I'm gonna be comparing everything to Factorio, so if that's not your fancy, then My apologies. In the meantime, I'll be mining some coal to fill up. Maybe not clean energy, but get us some energy going here. I get it, thank you. How do I tell this guy to go away? Okay. They're already at 1.3% threat, which means... What do I need? Oh, we're about to start crafting those. So we will want to start automatically filling these smelters with ore, which we need these logistics
Replication
for.
complete.
It's not your fancy. Okay. So we got automatic metallurgy. Or we're about to.
Research complete.
Very fancy. Arc smelter. Iron ingots, copper ingots. Is this glass? Glass. A sorter is needed. Okay. Which is what we need this for. Which means we need to make gears. 10 of those. And 10 of these. How are we on power? Well, I suppose these guys aren't really working consistently, are they? Now how are we on power? Now build a smelter. I don't... Oh, can I calculate? Is there a way to pause? Oh, that's not it. I guess there's not a way to pause the game. Let me make another one of these, just so that I don't have to worry about mining coal on my own, but I will do that for now, and hopefully that won't eat up all my power. So I have 3 of these arc smelters, and they have a production speed of 1, which doesn't help me a whole lot. Can I get this in, like... You do 210 per minute. And if I place one of these down far enough away that we can get a nice,
You've built an arc smelter, which automatically produces basic materials, such as iron
Replication
ingots
complete.
and copper ingots. However, to automatically feed in raw materials and feed out
Research
products,
complete.
sorters and conveyor belts are required.
So this will
Once
do...
a recipe is assigned, use less than key to copy the current recipe, and greater than key to paste the recipe to the next.
Thank you. So these will do... I don't know if
You've
we're...
obtained sorter and conveyor belt.
I get it, man. I get it.
Full automation is now possible. Use a conveyor belt to transport ores collected in the mining machine. The
All right.
sorter will transport ores onto the conveyor belt into the arc smelter that will smelt them automatically.
Okay, but this will do 60 a minute. This is making 200 and... I don't know. 100 to 200 per minute. I don't know if it's super important for us to be, super efficient right at this moment. This
The
one I'm gonna
sorter
make.
is a connector that moves items between facilities. Simply bridge from a supplier facility to a receiver facility. Then the sorter will automatically transport the items.
Thank you very much, sir. Right, I was gonna get another miner going. Here. This is a lot of coal. Surely we can get, like... Foundation required. 8. We can get 8 there. This is probably, like... unnecessary pre-optimization, for sure. But if I can get 8, I'm gonna get 8. And then we need power transfer and more power generation for it. And this... Oh, that's not my inventory. That's crafting. This is my inventory. We need that there. I'm going to put more coal in my smelter. Whoa! I never saw this screen. Milestones, like achievements? Quantum chips? Dyson sphere cells? Universe matrices? Kimberlite ore. Is that a real thing, or is that a made-up mineral, material, metal? I should probably get a smelter over here going for this. Now, if I recall correctly, there's nothing else to smelt
Facility
copper
has
into.
no recipe designated. Please configure one for it.
Okay.
Once a recipe is configured, press less than key to copy the current recipe. Pressing greater than key will paste the same recipe to the next building.
Thank you very much.
Application complete.
Kimberly, Oregon. Somehow I doubt that they named the mineral after Kimberly, Oregon. What was that noise? Is that just me standing next to this? Oh, it is. That scared me for a second. Let's get another of those. Get that going in there. You aren't connected, so let's add more wind turbines to get you up and running. I can always remove these at no cost, I believe, so might as well, because how are we on power? More than 100% sufficient, which is fantastic. I'm not researching anything, so let's fix that. They're only 8%, so we can do basic assembly. So that we can start auto-crafting some stuff. Because that's the name of the game, right? I need gears. And circuits. Might as well empty those. I didn't put a recipe here, which is really my bad, because that's the same in Factorio. Have to add recipes to the furnaces. I am finding these sounds slightly annoying. Only slightly. Standing near the furnaces. You can jump. That's new. Can't do that in Factorio. Can you jump onto things?
Application complete.
You can!
Research complete.
I don't know why that surprised me so much. Thank you. Research complete. I'll get to that in a second, but right now we're doing more important things like jumping. Right, because you can have multiple levels of conveyor belts, if I remember correctly. I don't think I ever used that for anything. I don't think you can land on this. Almost. So I just finished creating these. Let's start researching turret. Well, they're only 13%. We have some time. High energy plasma control. I don't... Prisms. Plasma exciters. Refining crude oil for remote power transmission. A wireless power tower. Oh, so we don't have to use coal anymore. We can draw power from the grid. That would be pretty sick. So this takes prisms, and prisms take glass. I don't know. So we unlocked glass, but how do we actually make glass? Is that smelting stone? Okay. We can do that. We can get that, and being able to draw power from the grid would be helpful. Of course, we don't have these electromagnetic matrices yet, which means we'd want this, but are we going to want engines? No. That looks like something that we don't quite need yet. We might want these weapon systems, but they require electromagnetic matrices as well, so let's go ahead and get electromagnetic matrices going. What was that other button? What does this do? Buy out technology. Instantiate and use metadata to directly unlock technologies. To use part of the metadata, you can instantiate metadata as a separate matrix from the metadata tab in statistics panel and use the matrix lab for research. So that's this up here. Okay. I don't know. Like, in what circumstances would you want to use that? Rather than just researching things the normal way. And I guess if you're stuck researching one thing that's taking a long time and you really just need something else in the moment, which reminds me, I should probably add... Is it this one? Just a little boost to the lasers for when they come looking for trouble. This is a cool game. I like it. Of course, I've already been fascinated with the topic of Dyson spheres in general, which probably helps, and being a Factorio fan, this is like right up my alley. So this is stone if we want to put a miner on that for us to eventually get glass, but I don't think that's critical right now. Let's automate these circuit boards.
Research complete.
No. Let's automate gears first. We have... One thing that's interesting, when you research something for the first time, you basically create it, which I guess makes sense because to research it, we're... Well, actually, how did we get a research lab without glass? Or a matrix lab without glass? Because we never actually had glass. The first one's the easiest, I guess. So, I would like these to directly connect and make gears. Which means I should probably make... I'm just gonna have to take a while to get used to the keybinds. Still aren't intuitive to me yet. You go here, and you're set to make that. Oh, do I have storage facilities yet?
Replication complete.
I do.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, we have that now. That's great. Let's put some coal, which we can grab from here. Put some coal in here. Is there actually pollution in this game? I suppose we might find out. I don't know what I'm chopping these down for. They're at 21% threat. Let's start researching. This is the wrong screen. Let's start researching weapon systems. Of course, we need these now, which is probably what we should automate next. So we have this. Let's start. Oops. We probably want to remove that. At least move it slightly. I produced the first electromagnetic matrix on 18 minutes and 56 seconds. Nice. I meant to right-click that, but thank you. Ooh, statistics. I like this screen.
Complete.
I like these. Are these my... Is this my actual computer? Interesting. That's cool that that's just built into the game. I think in Factorio, for you to see that, you have to enable debug options. We need more of these. What am I researching right now? The weapon system. Okay. Now... let's be taking... I need more conveyor belts as well. There's a lot to be needing here. Coal, yes, we're using coal because coal is nice, clean, green energy. At least for the time being. Everyone knows coal is just about the safest substance around. Can I get some of these conveyor belts? This game might... I never tried to eco the game. Eat it then. I don't know if that's an option for this guy. But what was I saying? You know, I just realized this is the wrong one to connect to.
Replication complete.
We need this over here, which means we need you to disappear. Which means now... Oh good, they are still connected. We want you
Research
here.
complete.
Connect you to there.
We've
Make...
unlocked the weapon system. Icarus can now use ammo. Press C to open the mecha panel. Load the magazine and activate it. Use ammo to protect both yourself and the base when dark fog strikes.
Perfect. They use both ammo and energy. I assume at some point there will be some kind of lightning or laser-based defense that doesn't
need
require...
Press G to open the guidebook for detailed instructions.
Need ammo? They're at 30%. Okay. Let's make some more autocrafters. And... let's make some more conveyor belts, even though I already have a few. Now, if I remember correctly, a single exporter... what are these called? Sorters. Why are they called... I don't know if sorter is the right terminology to me, but I think those require 2 to outload fast enough. Now we want to
Replication complete.
be crafting these, which take iron and copper. So we can put one of these here, directly pull from here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do one of those.
When building a conveyor belt, confirm its starting point and end point. Use up arrow to raise the conveyor belt 1 level.
Aha!
Use down arrow to lower the conveyor belt 1 level if it has been raised. Press keypad 0 to reset the conveyor belt to ground level. To avoid the conveyor belt snapping to a building, try holding shift.
Interesting. Okay. We might have a use for that someday. For now, eat that. Make those. Now, what do these take? Ooh, a... okay. I'm gonna move you to a slightly better spot. This is not an ideal, Now, to make these, if I recall correctly, it has to be done in the Matrix Lab. Which means, and the Matrix Lab is how big? Big enough that it's annoying to fit here. But let's do it anyway. Let's put this
A
over
matrix lab.
here.
Facility to produce matrices.
You to there.
It can also
You
be
to
used to
there.
research technologies
You to
that
there.
are unlocked with matrices. Matrices are the source codes to maintain the center brain simulation of a homeland.
Isn't it
You can
pronounced?
upload as many matrices to the center brain to run its simulation and unlock more technologies in the real world.
Isn't it pronounced matrices? Now, it's been a while since I took linear algebra, but I'm pretty sure we called it matrices. Oh, these are my little construction bots. That's cool.
Replication
So you're
complete.
working. Make those. And we're good. Although, if I could... what am I looking for? The depot. Where's the depot? Did I already place the depot somewhere? Am I crazy, or do I not have a depot in my inventory? And I thought I did earlier. Alright, let's make some. I know that the ratios here are almost assuredly not optimal. But it doesn't seem like we're currently bottlenecked, which is all that really matters, right? Oh, I was hoping there could be a better spot for that. The sorters have to be powered. Okay, but not the... It's actually may try. That's a great point.
Replication complete.
Give me some more Tesla towers. How are we on power? We're still 100%, which somewhat surprises me, if I'm being honest. I kind of just made the same problem again, but all I want for now is one of these.
You've built a depot for storing items.
I sure
You
have.
can manually store items or use a sorter to automatically access items.
Okay, we are outputting fast enough. Now, let's make... What does this take? Ooh, I don't have those. I don't care about that yet. Ooh, I can move faster. We definitely don't have electric motors yet, though. We don't have steel. Let me pause the game. Communication control? Gives me an extra construction zone. That's not a constraint for me right now. We aren't going to be having any buildings destroyed. The enemies will never break through our defenses. Energetic graphite. Energetic graphite. That's interesting. Drone engine. The drones are faster. I don't have the stuff for that. This might be helpful. So I'm gonna get it. And splitters, next level sorters, traffic monitors. Trigger alarms based on depleting resources. I don't think those are that important to us yet. You get steel pretty early in this, huh? Fluids. Fluids are one of my least favorite parts of Factorio, if I'm being honest. Hopefully, it won't be in this game as well. Electric motors. Which requires... nothing crazy, actually. Oh, I was gonna get the way that we can... this. I was gonna get this.
If there isn't enough ground space, make more efficient use of your space by stacking matrix slabs, depots, storage tanks, and splitters.
Oh, wait, you can stack these? Whoa. Now, will that make like a combined structure, or is it just a separate one? Looks like it's just separate. Very interesting. That was very interesting. Let's get another miner. If I mouse over something I already have, does it highlight my inventory? No, it does not. Is there a way to sort my inventory? Yes. Cool. Let's make another miner. How are we on power? We're good on power. They're only halfway to attacking us? Oh, we got this. Why isn't this working? Did I run out? Guess so. Take those. We could make another of those. And have it auto pull for research. And I don't see why not. So let's do that. Meanwhile, oh, we also want more windmills. I don't see a real reason to automate windmill crafting right now. We have plenty of energy, as best I can tell. I know that will change. I'm well aware. The factory must grow and all that. But for now, it doesn't seem like it should be a priority. Although, yeah. These we will want to smelt. I think 2 should be plenty, right? Honestly, maybe even... I'll just do 1 for now. Matrix mode and research mode. Multiple labs. Whoa. I don't know what's going on here. Wait! Did you see that? You can stack them, pull into one, and it'll go to the others? Does that mean if this was full and I had another depot on top of it, it would go to the one above? Or maybe that could be set up? Interesting. Wait, let's try. So you're crafting,
Replication
right?
Complete.
Let's say, hey, don't put any of it there. It does! Okay. That's pretty sick. Do you fit here? You sure do. That's great. You go to there. And you are doing research. How are we on power now? I feel like that uses a lot of power. I realize I'm not really fully appreciating the animations of these things, so let's take a moment. That's pretty sick. I'm comparing, so this is in construction mode. Very interesting. You can tell a lot of work went into these, and oh, I need fuel. Coal is the best option. So that's ticking down. Perfect. You need power, which we can definitely set up. Now, as I expand out my wind turbines, yeah, see, I can appreciate animation. As we expand out our wind turbines, we are increasing the footprint of area that we will have to defend, which could be a problem for us in the future, but that sounds like that's a problem for future me and not current me.
Upgrade complete.
Great. What is this line down at the bottom? I don't know what that is.
Congratulations. You've unlocked Energy Shield. It can resist all damage from enemies and protect all facilities within its radius. Energy Shield requires Mecha's core energy to charge. The charging speed depends on the current fuel chamber power generation, as well as the Mecha's current energy percentage. Once the shield's power is exhausted, it takes some time to restart.
So... what's the radius? 2 meters. It protects... so I have to be like standing in a facility right now at 2 meters for it to be protected. Okay. Let's craft some turrets. Maybe 5. And let's set up an auto crafter to craft bullets. I should have crafted the auto crafter first. That's a mistake on my part. I wish I had thought of that better. Let's move this Tesla tower to be here. I don't want this one here. Actually, maybe it's fine there. I was gonna put... yeah, I don't really want to double up on these. What's the bottleneck here? Okay, it looks like this constantly has enough. Makes sense. Ooh, we're about to be attacked. Stop making all of those right this second. You can get back to making them shortly. But make me these auto-crafters to make... But, like... So they are basically directly on the other side, so we have no idea which direction they'll be coming from. That could be a problem. If I want to put this here so that it can give to this over here. You make bullets, please. We're making turrets. Okay. We're making bullets. I'm handcrafting turrets. Let's make sure we have enough coal to fight these guys off. Wait, can this double pull? No, it looks like it only does one at a time. Okay. We are about to be attacked. How are we on those turrets? Let's handcraft some bullets as well, maybe? That many? They're really right about to attack us, huh? Turrets. Okay. That's a decent radius. They take power. They take power. Remember, they take power. Let's put one over here. Okay, let's give you...
You've built a Gauss turret. This is a defense facility. It consumes ammo and energy to strike enemies within its range. You can either directly build Gauss turrets on conveyor belts that are built on the ground, or use conveyor belts to string Gauss turrets together.
Wait, if these are Gauss turrets, I guess you could call what I'm doing a Gaussian distribution. But anyone get that reference? No? Alright. It's fine.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
We're way ahead of them, man. Don't even worry about it.
Replication complete.
Where are they coming from? We don't know. Yeah. They're launching an assault. It's fine because we got turrets. I keep pressing F to open the inventory one. That's not the button. I have bullets. I have bullets in my mech. I have bullets in the turrets. Okay, they're coming from that direction? Easy. Stop. You don't like my Gaussian distribution?
Warning! A dark fog planetary base has launched an attack. Icarus is equipped with a laser weapon module, which can automatically strike enemies within its range. Faster mecha power generation means a faster rate of fire. Fill the chamber with fuels and get ready to engage.
If you had just now started talking, like if I wasn't already pre-planning this, that would not have been enough time for me to defend. Just want to point that out. There's one more coming. What's taking him so long? I refuse to acknowledge it any more than I already have. That's a good one. They can't just call it a Gauss turret without expecting a Gaussian distribution. This is cool. I like, wow, you can stand on these. I do kind of want to see how good our, can I run faster? I guess just by that research. While I'm waiting for this slow guy to head over here, let's start those. Okay, I just want to see how good my turrets are. Will they turn to attack me? Oh, my turrets are great. That was no problem. We didn't even need the Gaussian distribution.
Laser weapon module consumes mecha's core energy for charging. More advanced fuel can increase the fuel chamber's power and the rate of fire of laser weapon module.
Okay. So I suffered for nothing. I don't think you even suffered. I think you were given a gift, if anything. Let's set this up like so. Let's make some more of these. At some point, we'll make a mall to get these better going. But for now, this should work. And we want to be making glass. Actually, wait.
Replication complete.
Let's make stone brick. I don't know what use we'll have for that, but I'm sure there's some use. Space Dark Fog Hive. Now that's something... That's kind of cool. I don't know why, I just like that. That space targeting, like... That's really satisfying. Being able to track your enemies through space. They are half an astronomical unit away. That's not that far for a spacefaring civilization. Okay. What to... We want, oh right, I was making this. What is the range on this? Ooh. So, let's take out the coal for a second, and let's craft some stuff. Let's craft,
Research complete.
like, 5 of these. I just want to drop my power a little bit. It's dropping a little bit. So if I place this over here.
You've built a wireless power tower for transmitting power over a long range. The exciting part is that it can also draw power from the power grid to charge the mecha.
Yes, but that doesn't seem like a long range. I have to be standing here to get... I do. Okay. That's not too bad, though. We just have a place to go to recharge. That's not too bad. Okay. So, we don't have a current research. Maglev. Ooh, we need those. When do we get those energy matrices? Well, if we got this one here,
Replication complete.
this takes them. So when do we unlock them? I suppose I can pause this. I mean, I guess we'll get to it when we get to it. Aha! So we need just plasma extract refining. Ah, we'll need oil. Alright, I'm gonna keep an open mind. Just because I'm not a huge fan of Factorio's fluid system. And that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not my favorite part. Connection range is long, not the charging range. Gotcha. So we'll see how this fluid system works. I guess we want to start by encapsulating it. That's always a good place to start. You gotta be able to contain the problem before you tackle it, right? So we should probably automate crafting of... What would be best? I mean, let's see what happens. I need one. Let's see what happens if we put another matrix lab on top of this one. Because we are building a slight surplus here. Very slight surplus.
Replication complete.
These... I keep pressing F to open the inventory when that's not really how it's supposed to work. You're researching. They're both researching. Which means this is going to run out real quick. I could set up a better system for making these. Lack of material. What are we lacking? You're lacking copper. We're lacking copper. We're turning all of our copper into bullets. Let's not do that. Although we could just add some more smelters here. Looks like that's a bottleneck. Let's add... Do I already have some in my inventory? I don't think so. Which does lead me to think we're certainly not bottlenecked by the conveyor belt itself.
Replication complete.
We will be at some point, but right now I think we can put more onto this conveyor belt. Oops, that's not the right one. Sure, just one more for now, because I put this in a terrible spot. I doubt... Yeah, that just gives it all to me. I know there's like keybinds if I press 3 and then this stuff, but I'm not sure that'll be any faster for me, but we can see. Maybe it will be. I'm not used to using the F keys to select things. F4. I need more sorters. Make a bunch of those. Key bindings. Did I already have a bunch? Maybe. And then, of course, we'll have to select the type of smelting. Don't forget that. Shift plus left mouse, copy and build. Did that add? I wasn't paying attention. Did I add 2 exporters myself? I guess we can test. Remove, remove, and then if I copy... Oops, no. How did I... Shift plus left mouse. It auto adds the I/O for each machine. Very cool. Okay. We're still not saturating the output belt. And we're definitely not saturating... And we're definitely not running out of the input belt. So we're good on that. Now that you actually have enough material... Oh, I'm not researching anything. Let's research something. I would like to be able to walk faster. Oh, that takes other stuff. Ore distribution I don't care about right now. I don't really care about that. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's get... I don't really know what I want. Let's start getting the plasma extract refining. That might be useful. And now let's see how quickly this depletes. That's... I mean, it is depleting, I believe, slowly? Or is it not? We've yet to see it drop to 35. It might be keeping up. I think it is. So it can handle 2. 1 Matrix Lab crafting can handle 2 Matrix... I suppose, does this have the... This is doing 20 per minute? hashes per second? What on earth? How do I convert that? How many hashes are in a single one of these things? Hashes per second? I mean, I guess that's because later we can get, can I even say what on earth if I'm not on Earth? I mean, I suppose it's not. I don't know what this... How do I tell what planet this is? Icarus. No, that's me. What's the... We're on Protrigator the Third. Protrigator. Something like that. What on Protrigator the Third? 36, 37. Yeah, okay, that's keeping up. Which means we can move on to bigger and better things. I think our defenses are more than capable right now. Let's see if we can find out where I would be using this. Oil seeps. We have to find an oil seep. I'd imagine... Oh, maybe that's what... Maybe that's what this is for. Would this let me find things without having to go walk out and discover it? I don't know. What would an oil seep look like? Also, which direction is the enemy in? Straight down. If I were... Actually, why am I walking? I can use a map view. What would an oil seep look like? Could I even see it from the surface? Is this one crude oil seep? Can I mark that? Doesn't... I don't see an easy way to mark it. What is this? Is that a pole of the planet? Is there another one down here? There is. Okay, so there's a few crude oil seeps over here, which... That seems a little far. But if there's nothing closer... Oh, here's one. Yeah, I was gonna walk right past that. Okay, so... This is where I will... Still pressing all the wrong buttons. I'll place an oil extractor here. Plasma refining. Stop it. What are you telling me to stop it? Plasma refining. We're gonna eventually turn it into hydrogen, so it's all okay. It's all green in the end. For those of you watching on one platform or the other, I'm dual streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. And per Twitch's rules, I'm giving no preference to any of the platforms. You are all equal in my book.
Research complete.
Perfect. Okay, let's create the... Ooh, also a water pump. Do we need that? We might. This takes... Oh, steel. Do we have steel unlocked? We will soon. Okay. I'm surprised that's not, like, a direct requirement then, but... What the heck was that? Oh, someone followed. I was like, that's the newest game sound I've heard, because I just added that alert notification earlier. You're feeling very preferred. Twitch is allowed to be preferred. I don't think YouTube has a rule where you can't prioritize Twitch. Twitch is fine with Twitch being preferred. I just can't prefer YouTube over Twitch. So, I need steel. No, I need steel for this, which we are now researching. We also need steel for the refinery. The water pump does not, but I don't know what I would use that for yet. You found me through YouTube, though? That's fine. Were you the same person who was... I don't know. It's fine. Twitch is more than happy to gain Twitch users by way of YouTube. But they just have the silly rule where you can't even combine chats to show them on stream. So I can't put up a chat history unless I exclude. You're skipping through Factorio stuff back when I played Factorio, or because I have Factorio in the name of the stream? So we're researching this. It's not very efficient to sit around and wait, so I should probably do something. Storage tank. That came about... Oh, I should probably clean up my inventory. Silicon! When did I get silicon? Collected from silicon veins. Made in smelting facility. I don't know where I got that from. Is there a way to open up... I recommend you the name. Gotcha. High purity silicon ore harvested from mining the silicon veins. Have I found silicon veins? What is this? Copper? I'd imagine the veins look as green as the ore does in my inventory. Randomly when harvesting stones. Highly random. Interesting. Okay. Achievements for it, huh? I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Plasma exciter. Extract and refine crude oil or create wireless power towers, which we have. We can charge up here. Beautiful. I keep pressing. It's gonna take me so long to rebind my brain's patterns for the key bindings. We have steel processing capabilities, which are done in a smelting facility. Takes 3 iron. It might be time to add some more smelters to our iron setup. I don't know if we need another miner, but we at least need more smelters, which I don't see any in my inventory. I would also like to give you this out from my inventory so that I don't have it anymore. I also have titanium. I'm guessing I also got that from a random drop. Stone I don't want in my inventory either. Put that over there. Now, what was I just making? I was making smelters for the iron. Which, this is a very inefficient spaghetti setup, but we can later fix our spaghetti just by... Ooh, how do I want to do this? I'm going to move this, and everything's going to be okay. And then we're wanting to make steel, which I don't yet want to auto-craft into anything, so this will be okay if I do this. That. This. No, wait, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, we can do iron and then into steel. Right. Okay. I need stone bricks. Give me some stone bricks. Make another smelter. These are both going to make iron. If I have any non-backseating questions, feel free to ask. I I may just take you up on that offer if I have any questions that come to mind. Now, I could just position this. This likely isn't the right ratio, but I could just put this where I can put these both leading into there. That's real nice that those can go diagonally, unlike inserters in Factorio. So now, those are crafting. Foundation required. Can this take from a 1 spot? Too close. Oops. Check their ratio, maybe? I mean, I could. This is doing, what, 60 a minute? 20 a minute? It's plenty, is what I'm learning. So let's put this here for now. And we're good. Will that take out of there fast enough? Yes. So now we are making steel. And I see the enemies are up to 13%. Do they have any... 36. I wonder how many they'll send, if there's any way to know. I still think with our 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 turrets. We got my mech, which is upgraded to 1 level. I have a shield. I think we'll be okay on that for now. We can ignore them for the next attack. Steel. We have steel. So now we can make the oil extractor. And the seep was over here. We're gonna have to expand out our energy sitch, which
Replication complete.
we're still making plenty. So I can just do this with Tesla towers. Those stretch pretty far. I mean, I could, just to see how it works. I kind of want to try this, actually. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That goes very far. It's not connecting to what I thought it would. I thought it might... If I place this so far, it can't connect to anything else. Just seeing how this works. Okay, it doesn't look like... Now, if I run way over here...
When out of the building range, hold shift and click the right mouse button on the ground to move the mecha.
I mean, I could do it that way. It doesn't look like from wireless to wireless it goes any farther than from non-wireless to wireless. Unless I'm using this wrong. But it just looks like the base wireless tower itself, whatever it's called, wireless power tower, just increases its range effectively. It doesn't need to be, doesn't have any additional benefits when used with other wireless ones. So, oil extractor. Do I also need a Tesla coil here? Tesla tower? I do. Interesting. You are extracting 158.8 crude oil per minute. And it drops by half after 12 hours straight. Did that increase a feature after 2 playthroughs? I'm sure there'll be plenty of things that I miss. Just recharge. If it drops by half, will it continually drop by half? Does it? I wonder if it recharges. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So we have oil. Let's refine it. I need plasma exciters, and for that, I need... What am I missing? glass. We'll automate all this in due time, I'm sure. But I just want to see what we can make with this. We should probably start another research while I'm over here doing nothing. Semiconductors. Thermal power plant. We're fine on power right now, as best I can tell, unless we're gonna... Some of this oil refinery stuff takes an excessive amount of power. Engines might be useful. Let's do engines for now. And is that the last tier 1 kind of research here? Yes. That's not going to last us very long. We might as well queue up something else, right? Chemical engineering. My least favorite type of engineering. Let's just add some stuff. We don't need that, though. Just in case I forget. Preach. And combustible units. Explosive components. We can make foundations, which aren't yet necessary for us, I don't think. We'll add that. Too far to operate. That's okay. Did I make... I don't think I made this. Ooh, we are... Oops. I'm gonna keep doing that. Only a gray ball of foundation is a good plan. We'll get there, we'll get there. We'll cement over the world. Oh, I'm still crafting it. So, we should probably... I mean, I could automate wind turbines, but maybe we should look at this thermal power. What does it take?
Research complete.
Thank you. What does this take?
Complete.
Combustible. I mean, it's a it's a thermal power plant. Anything that burns. I mean, we have plenty of coal just sitting here, so we might as well add this generator to the queue. But in the meantime, we'll craft 10 more wind turbines and see how well that'll hold us, because we are occasionally getting close, and I think we saw we even dropped below 100% there a little bit. Every item has a fuel. So, like, do I have any coal left? Combustible. Natural resource, fuel. Plant fuel, natural resource, fuel. Anything with fuel value. Gotcha. Oops. So we have the refinery here somewhere. I should probably upgrade my inventory amount at some point. Now, I'm imagining it's not just a sorter that I use here.
This facility produces various products. To filter its products, you need to configure sorter filter. When building a sorter, press tab or arrow keys for filter configuration.
Okay. That doesn't solve the problem of how we get it from here. We encapsulated. Where's the output on this? How... Is there a guidebook for this? It's just those tooltips. Product overflow. Gotcha. It's extracted. We just have to move it. Oh, maybe it pulls directly with a conveyor belt? It does. Okay. like the miners do. And then, oops, you can do just this one thing. You take in crude oil, and you output refined oil and hydrogen. So I definitely could have placed this better, so let's do that first. Does it matter which one? Does it depend on certain sides where things can go in and out from, I wonder? I mean, it doesn't seem like it likes that side, but maybe that's just based on where the conveyor belts are. Seems like that was the case. I did it the wrong direction. Okay. This isn't outputting anything. Or is it? It is. It's just hard to see. Power. Let's get some, this seems like a great place for airflow for the wind turbine. Does it actually care? No. Okay. It's just how close it is to other wind turbines. It doesn't care that I have placed it where it can only get winds essentially flowing in one direction. Did I not make like 10 of these? Want a small tip concerning my sorters? Sure. I'll take a tip. I know it can be frustrating watching people do things inefficiently. I am certainly no something I've experienced as well on both sides. What did I come back over here for? Stuff to make wind turbines. Iron. And gears. If I'm crafting these, might as well take it from there. You have almost all of their speed because you left a gap between building and belt. Oh, it depends on how far they go? Interesting. But I thought if it's here, it says it's too close. Or are you talking about other ones where I was too far away? Oh, it's not too close here. Is that only building to building where it can't have a gap of one? I don't think we're going to be bottlenecked by this, but it's good to learn.
Replication complete.
Let's make this. So now we have refined oil and hydrogen. I'm guessing one of these is going to be more useful than the other, at least in the short term, and the other will just be a byproduct that builds up that I might have to deal with in some way. Unless plastic, X-ray cracking. That's cool. Sulfuric acid. I'm kind of just making stuff for the sake of making stuff. We should... Fractionator. Deuterium fractionation. Fascinating. And if we make enough deuterium, can we eventually make heavy water? And then, because isn't heavy water used in real life as better nuclear power coolant? As opposed to normal water? Research really gives you many things. Yeah, I'm experiencing it. Battlefield analysis base. Ooh, battlefield. So, let's see. We have this enemy down here. Surely at some point, it will be our duty to the universe to remove them from the face of the planet. That's just the way things will have to be, right? It's no slight against them. I'm sure they've had a great run. They certainly look advanced enough, even though they seem content to stay in this 50-meter radius. But I wonder if this battlefield analysis base... I'm terrible. Don't do it. They attacked me first, and I wasn't even polluting at that point. I was just using electromagnetic waves. They didn't even care. More than just combat purposes, huh? Well, let's add it to the queue, which I've stacked up here to do a lot of. Which means, ooh, this is actually building up faster now. It's very slight though, so I mean, we could add another lab here, but it's not going to do a lot for us in the long run, but I might as well. And then we might look at making this more efficient. Build one and then build something near it at some point. That's ominous. Okay. I wonder, so obviously my construction bots have a range. I wonder if there is a height range as well. Will I have to start jumping or building platforms for myself for my, I kind of want to test with these things. There might be a height limit in general for how far I can stack things as well. And that might be the limiting factor rather than my construction bots. My
Replication complete.
inventory is filling up awfully quickly. Oh, we reached that very quickly. Well, that answers that. I like this,
Research complete.
let's see, what else do we have in the meantime? We don't need this semiconductor thing yet. Smelting purification we might want. Thermal power. How are we on power? Even, I added more turbines. Oh no, I have 10 more. 10 more to place. Although, now that I'm thinking about that, we should add a turret over here. And I should probably get that. The narrator said I could just place these on a conveyor belt line, is what it sounded like. Do I not need a sorter for it? I guess we'll find out, but we do want some kind of protection. What is that? Why is everything orange? Are we low on power? It's not based on where I'm standing, is it? Is that a coincidence? Maybe. No. I mean, yes, it is a coincidence. Bullets. I have plenty.
Turret is short of ammo. Most turrets need ammo to fire. Click on a turret to open its panel and replenish ammo manually. Of course, it'd be better to constantly supply ammo with conveyor belts.
So, supernova.
Supernova activate.
Abnormal dark fog signals detected. A significant statistical correlation exists between the density of these signals and our power consumption. On this planet, dark fog is monitoring our energy fluctuations to determine how much threat we pose to them. When this threat peaks, they may launch an attack. The upper left corner of the screen shows the cumulative threat to each hive. All turrets have a powerful ability, Supernova. Turrets will accumulate a large amount of energy for a short time once Supernova has been enabled. After accumulating, turrets will enter burst mode and fire extremely quickly for several seconds. Note, Supernova costs a massive amount of power.
Okay.
It can't be used if power supply is too low.
Okay. So, this supernova, I mean, first of all, it seems like there's definitely... These guys will start sending bigger and bigger waves, I imagine, as my power increases, similar to Factorio's pollution, impacting the evolution of the biters. But this supernova ability, it seems very manual at least as it is now. This is something that I have to be... Do I have to be at the turret to activate that? If I'm way over here, Okay, maybe I don't have to be at the turret. Maybe I could just zoom into whichever turrets are at... no, too far to operate. Unless I'm... Now it's too far to operate. So, I have to be at the turret that I want to activate Supernova on. It seems, at least for now. Interesting. Okay. And they're at 33. We have a turret there. I should probably automate conveyor belt production. Maybe let's do that. Conveyor belts. I'm going to be all over the place, but conveyor belts take gears and iron. I thought I am making gears. How are you in terms of... It looks like you are not being used to your full potential, my friend. And so, we're going to make use of this gap to create... That'll be fine. I don't need this one here.
Research complete.
Although, if we're trying to be super efficient, it was all planned all along. It's always a part of the plan. Conveyor belts. We have the gap here for a reason. And it is beautiful. See, I was just one step ahead. Now we need a depot. I'm playing this game like my friend plays Factorio, which is very inefficient, not planned out in advance, plopping things down where they are needed at the time they're needed, no forethought, and we'll see where it takes us. I wonder, are there blueprints in this game? Probably, right? Some kind of blueprint feature. Okay, so we're automating conveyor belts, which I was making so that we can distribute... We can research them. Interesting. So we can distribute... Okay. I didn't even notice. Wait. Was that already there? Oh, how am I... Cool. I guess that side was already there. I just happened to place the turret that direction. My mod is sending me messages on Discord and distracting me, so you all can blame him for any distraction caused. Let's not limit this so much. I mean, I guess if we're gonna have a line of it, we don't need a huge backlog as well. But, ooh, what's gonna be... Alright, let's solve the traveling salesman problem so that we can properly distribute our bullets to the turrets. We'll probably at some point want some kind of line. This seems like a good peninsula to wall off with turrets. I guess it's not quite a peninsula. It's what's it called? An isthmus? And there, although we don't know if these guys will avoid the water, so maybe it's best not to think in terms of walling this off. They might very well. In fact, can't we walk over this water? Let's see. We fly. I wonder... Cost. Current cost, 1.5 megawatts. As soon as we land, 0. Okay. Flying over the water does cost extra energy. Good to know. I wonder what would happen if we crashed over the water. I don't really want to test it. So we can't walk over the water. That doesn't necessarily mean the enemies will have any trouble with the water, though. We have better smelting technology. I still think it might be helpful in terms of... I should at some point put fuel back in my chamber. That's a good point. I should do that. I have it as a backup, even though I can walk over to this charging station. And I have these, which came from the crashed spaceship or the landing pad or whatever. But I'll stick with coal for now, just in case I have a better use for that in the future before we figure out how to make it ourselves. So I'll add some more coal there. And as everyone knows, coal is a fantastic green source of energy. This is all just to plan the routes. Oh wait, did we get advanced logistics? No. Let's add that so that I can split the bullet line as I start to extract it here. And this one can be directly there. I must have gotten a big dono from Big Coal. I wish.
Research complete.
I mean, they're not going to be using bullets that much. I guess we don't need a whole ton of those exporting. Thermal power plant. Look at us. I would like to upgrade my inventory space. I can do that. That'll have to do for my inventory rather than from these things. I've noticed we have... Wait. Is this just because we know about this now, even though it's not required for this research? That's true. We don't need a lot of ammo. It is. I do like that you can just run the conveyor belt through it. That makes it pretty nice and easy. But I guess, yeah, we can... Let's just make sure that the coverage of the turrets is adequate. Certainly looks it. Well, that's true. That's true. But keep in mind, we don't know how quickly they will advance their numbers. At least I don't. You probably do. We're currently working on the battlefield analysis base, which is good. Are these trees being damaged as I run into them? They are. Does it damage my buildings? No. Of course, Icarus is smart enough to build the buildings strong enough to withstand himself. How's our power? Right now, we are fine. Ooh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Let's place down these wind turbines. It'd be hilarious if you had to mind where you step in your base. I mean, you never... I mean... If you're not careful with the tank and Factorio, you can run into some troubles. But yeah, stepping on conveyor belts, that would be pretty funny. Is this? Yeah, that'll be covered. Yeah, these are pretty generous turret. I'm out of them. How are we on power? These are pretty generous turret radiuses. Radii. Is what I was starting to say before I rudely interrupted myself. Okay. We're automating conveyor belts. We might as well automate... I mean... How many sorters are we gonna need in comparison to conveyor belts at this point in the game? Let's make a thermal power plant. Oh yes, yes. I need to remember that. When it'll come in handy for me to play with the different levels. Run
Replication
conveyor belts
complete.
over themselves. I got 2 thermal plants. I guess I got 1 when I researched it. And this will take coal. So if I put it over here, I wonder. So some of these things I can set
A thermal
alerts on.
power plant. This kind of power facility consumes chemical fuel. Ensure adequate fuel supply at all times so the plant can consistently generate power.
Can input from 2 sides. Oh, you can't rotate this one because it's asymmetrical. How am I gonna want this? Let's just do that for now. Chemical fuel, you hate trees. These are resilient alien trees that have learned to withstand to most earthling trees, poisonous gases. But here, it only makes them stronger. You can quote me on that. Thermal power. Great! I don't really need it. In fact, I wonder, there's probably some circuitry I can do later on. Because I would rather pull from just the wind turbines. Alarm. No. That won't
Research.
help us here. I'm going to cut this off for now. We can enable it later when we need it. Yeah, because we're fine right now. I have to wait for this to turn off. But this is currently generating 12 megawatts. No. It's generating 2.16 megawatts. It's only a sixth of our grid capacity. So we're a-okay without it for now. The byproduct of the burning is not friendly to the trees. The trees here, let me tell you, they love carbon dioxide, and they love methane, and they love any and all byproducts of coal combustion. No biters, no problem with pollutions. Exactly. It's all EM, which they're up to 47%. I'm still not very worried. Researching is going well. I must have gotten the battlefield station, yes? Did I? I did. Did it give it to me? Am I blind? It looks like this. I don't see it. Ah, what is that? Microcrystalline component. And that takes... Have I even discovered what that is? It might... What does it look like? Those things. It doesn't look like we know those yet. Oh, that's the thing I canceled. Great. Ah, these semiconductors. Perfect. Okay, we'll get to that eventually. That's me, always thinking ahead to my own dismay. I guess I have no reason to... Ooh, are we running out of iron? We very well... You just don't have enough input. I can give you more input. And how are you? You're fine. You have plenty of magnets. We got steel building up. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Is this backing up now? I realize that this is unnecessary at this point. In fact, this is also probably not the way to do it. Although we don't need this to be super efficient. We don't need conveyor belts being made every second of every day. So we can make plastic. Everyone loves plastic. Have I made everything in here other than the analysis, battlefield analysis base? Let's read what this does. Self-equipped fighters can be dispatched for base defense. A destroyed building will automatically be marked with a hologram. Construction drones will then be dispatched and repair. A battlefield analysis base can also collect enemy debris. Acquire useful intelligence and resources from battlefield residue. Interesting. Just cut down those trees at this point? That's a great idea. We can do that while reading. I mean, makes sense to me. Water pump. We haven't had a need for that yet. Construction drones will be dispatched. So, I see. That's the first building I have so far that will handle construction drones, in this case for damaged or destroyed buildings, other than out from Icarus itself. I wonder if most people walk around with WASD as Icarus, or if they're more of the RTS right-clicking everywhere they want to go. I got this to split the bullet line, but then we realized we didn't really need that. I don't think sorters are our bottleneck anywhere. I mean, we have a few places where we're using 2 or 3, but... Traffic monitor can trigger an alarm. So I don't think that means I can... Also, this is just an excess buffer. Unnecessary. Basically a roboport. Gotcha. A light version of a roboport. My inventory is rather full. And I guess I'm just gonna do this for now. I know I could go and put a lot of these things to where they're needed. I might want to keep that. Is that a dedicated spot for silicon? Why clean up? Oh wait, I must have middle clicked it at some point. Interesting. Good point. In fact, I already was doing that. I just need the stuff in my inventory, which now I need to retake the stuff. I truly frighten myself with my genius at times. We need 120. Okay, let me not craft those by hand. How many do you got? 20. Not quite as many as I need.
Complete.
You build up pretty quickly. Let's... you're already pulling a lot. In fact, I should probably... Let's give... I'll leave it for now. But... Well... Yeah, you're fine. Okay. 80 more. Perfect. This is the most efficient way of doing this. I wouldn't blame people for doubting I'm a Factorio player with all this handcrafting. They are at 55.2% threat. That's nothing to us for now. South Pole. Wait, I just realized. I don't know why I didn't realize it before, but there's an accurate... Where's the sun? There's an accurate day-night cycle on each planet, huh? According to where it is in its orbit around the sun. That's pretty sick. So I just panned over them. I'm like, they're living in a paradise right now on the beach, nice and sunny out. And I am currently in a
Replication
factory,
complete.
which is really the pinnacle of anything you could ask for, but they sure don't. And we'll be able to learn from them. Very cool. What is that? Upgrade facilities.
Upgrade complete.
Thanks. Oh, this is like, so now that I have tier 2 sorters, I can upgrade sorters using this. I see. Okay. How's my inventory looking? We got one more row? Alright, I'll take it. We are researching that again. Why is only one of these? Oh no, 2 of them are going. No, only one is going. Why? Is it this one output sorter is not enough? Does it have to be at 10 before it starts moving? There, okay. And that's out of power. Perfect. And now you're going to be running out. Are we... Well, this is filling up on chips. I think this is always producing. I think we're stable on this one now. But we are... Our limitation is this matrix lab, which is... might be something we want to fix. So we have this iron here. Oh, wait. Let's see what this does as soon as we finish that research. From looking at this, this can produce 170 per minute. These can move 6 per second. So this will not be the bottleneck. So this conveyor belt will be more than capable of handling whatever we can pull out of this thing. Which means if we get a splitter, which, oh, that is different from Factorio. Interesting. Let's place one down.
A splitter. It can split the cargo passing through or manage the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt's speed. Press tab to switch between different patterns. Click on it to set priorities and filters.
Huh. Interesting. So that's prioritized right now? Is that what that's saying? Oh. Okay. I don't know if we want to prioritize either of those right now. Can I place things on this? No. In that case, where do we want a main iron smelting area? There's a lot of coal over there. There's more iron over there if we want to bring it in for multiple areas in the future. So this place could be a good main iron smelting section. Now, is doing that... because what else? We'll also need copper for expanding this. Unless we want to belt back. You just take a Smelted iron. Okay, and this is 1-to-1, right? This is 1-to-1, so it's not any more or less efficient to ship iron ingots versus iron ore. Which means we could just belt back iron and have... Is there any copper over in this area as well? Way down here. Some farther up that way. So not really. Still plenty in reserves over here. Let's just commit, and we'll deal with our mistakes later if it's a mistake. Going over the iron. Perfect. I don't think that's a problem, only going up one step. Does it?
Research complete.
That means if I press the right buttons, then we can make this. What am I missing? Silicon. Well, if that's just a random drop, I don't think I just want to come over here and be mining stone. View ore distribution.
You've unlocked universe exploration. Now you can click the
Can I
detailed
craft?
display button at the bottom right corner of the screen to enable real-time vein
But not
distribution.
in a smelting facility. Wait. Okay. You know, I probably should have had these going to depots. I'll give them one each. Do one on this side. Do I not have any smelters? Gotcha. Yeah, I hadn't seen that, so I will add that. You know, I could be placing this closer. I've learned, right?
Replication complete.
This can pull straight. Okay, not with that one there. Because I don't know if it's because that's angled wrong. Let's see if I move this one. It doesn't like that angle. I could, right, I could set these up to have certain, I mean, we'll see if I need that at some point. For now, I think we're good. Right, that's the same thing. We'll do that. Yes, I will. Why? That's not what I wanted. I wanted a smelter. Now we can make silicon. And I should probably actually have these extract. There they are.
Replication complete.
That is pretty slow. I probably should put a depot just so that I'm not wasting a bunch of time. Wait, does this... I forget. Is this enough of a gap or not? That is not enough of a gap. Funny mall shenanigans. I see, I see. So that's getting done there. I'll be making some silicon, which, how much do I need for this? 6 of those. I can make 3. And they each take... Okay. Seems like that'll be a few minutes, potentially, if I'm doing my math right. So, let's go back to this iron setup. Let's make some more smelters.
Replication complete.
Well, actually, we can do the math. This will do... So ready for us to see the max it could do. It's covering 7 veins. Well, that's... I do need to smelt it, huh? But I can smelt it in my hand, right? When the time comes, I could smelt it. Is there ever a reason to have raw, though? I suppose if there's not, then I might as well. Oops, that's the wrong one. This is the most efficient method, most efficient placement of machines you will ever see. So now this should be working. We just don't have enough silicon yet, and then it'll... Okay, we'll assume that that's working. In the meantime, let's craft a bunch of those. Let's just place down... Let's see if doing 4... Which side are we gonna want it on? I should probably... Is this a turret? Oh, that's an assembly machine. Make some more turrets while we're at it. Let's start with... Because I can't place over that. So let's do it on the other side. Aha, you can do that. I don't actually want that 5th one yet.
Insufficient materials.
All right. How are we on power? For now, we're okay. For now.
Replication complete.
Put you on that side. And since these are so close, they'll be able to output to the other side. This will be the output. This will be the input. Now, I think these might need 2 in, 1 out. Oh wait, I can just shift left click, bang, bang. I'm out of something. These, which means I need more, maybe I should have set up automatic crafting of, only on conveyor belts, I'll take 100. Oh, they stacked to 300. I need more copper and iron, I'm guessing. That's out of iron. Get there. Make 10 of those. Now if I...
Production facility has stopped running. If it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow,
Replication complete.
or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner, and balance production and consumption to ensure orderly operation.
Plan your factory in a reasonable manner. You know, that might be beyond the capabilities that I plan to use here. I mean, we still have enough circuit boards. We're not running out of circuit boards here. So that's still not the bottleneck, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Too bad I can't run along those conveyor belts. You are just making iron. Oops. Shift. There we go. Those are all running. Now, we will, for now, I'm going to route it around one of these. Let's do it here. I need more of these. Just because I don't know how many it'll take to heat up the whole production line. Looks like that's enough for now.
Complete.
Build a splitter. Build a depot on top. Route your belt through the splitter. As in, if I could do something like this, and this can split in... Build a depot on top, right? Not through the splitter. So if it was satisfied. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, I don't want this here. So I'm going to give you this titanium. I think I already commented on that. Very interesting. Okay. In that case, let's not do it that way. Do I have another splitter? I don't see it if I do. Let's make like 3. Doesn't seem like I'll need a whole ton of those right this minute. Okay. We have clearly oversaturated, but we'll take out...
Replication complete.
Oh, right, magnets. Magnets are made from ore, not ingots. Because iron is naturally ferromagnetic, and by melting it down, you disrupt that, I believe. So, let's do this. Look at that. Three sorters in, 3 sorters out buffers. Oh, I see. Yeah, like what I was doing. Okay. So, let's... And magnets we're using here. And this is used there. Let's... So all we need, if this is gone, we just need iron here. Just for these 2 crafters is all we're using smelted iron for, and the steel, but we might adjust where steel is being made because it's not even used in any auto crafters yet. Yeah, let's start by getting rid of these. We don't need those, which means we don't need any of this. They're 82% threat. Let me place down that other turret. Which I have some bullets for. I should probably go around and make sure everything, since I don't have the conveyor belts for the turrets, make sure everything has a decent amount of turrets. Or bullets. If they stack to 100, I might as well give all of them 100. That works, right? Is that one? Oh, is that not how it works? Can I not? Do I hold it? Oh, you hold it. Interesting. Okay. I guess that's more granular and allows for better control than Factorio's version. It doesn't automatically pull the next stack, though. That's pretty nice. I do like the control. That already has 100. I just wish it pulled the next stack when I finish placing one. There might be a way to do that, but I just don't know it. You can double click. Oh, so I was only picking up... Oh. I think I'm doing it wrong, if that's the case. But let's continue onward and upward, because we got some time left before they attack us, so let's continue. Ah, you have to click the center. It's written below inventory. Hold shift to pick up. Ah, I see. Ah. I gotcha. Okay, so if this was empty and I had picked up this stack. Gotcha. Cool. And it actually shows... Interesting. Thank you, thank you. So, now... This is gonna be... yeah, too steep to go over that. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, you can come out the side. I guess that's fine. To go over one set of... I guess 2 sets of iron ore. You can pick up a full... You can pick up a full depot? Do I have anything that's close to being full that I could test it on? Not really. Oh. I see. Interesting. Very cool. It definitely makes sense that this game has basically the same amount of critical acclaim. Like, you see overwhelmingly positive on Steam for this game and Factorio. And the same kinds of fanatic responses online when talking about them both. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, we can route that there. I guess it's... Yeah, the conveyors aren't going to take that much. I suppose that's inefficient there, but I think we'll be okay. Actually, I could do it here. Oh, it can't do it from a corner. I guess we'll just have to live with that. It's making conveyors not a high priority item, at least at the moment, so we'll live with it. Are you getting enough iron now? Only when we're not taking all the circuit boards. When... So, I mean, you could have another. Doesn't hurt. I'm not using the iron anywhere else yet. Although I need to be to make more steel. Where do we want to make steel? I guess it would make sense to do it over here. You know, there's a sort button. I should use it. So let's use it. Haven't even seen the really gorgeous and stunning stuff. I bet not. Like, I'm on one planet. That's awfully close. I'm on one planet right now, and this gets to be a multi-stellar system game, right? Like, I imagine with a game that has such high reviews that the end game is well polished enough that it doesn't just feel boring and doing the same thing over and over again. That, like, the end game is actually well planned out for stuff for you to do. And so I'm looking forward to that as well, because at the current point, like, all this is also really well fleshed out, and I'm getting a lot of progression, and they're gonna attack soon. That's okay. Because they don't have anything on us. You even talking about planets. This is my steel pursuit. Yeah, I mean that's. I don't know if you're following the Factorio devlog as they're about to release the latest or an expansion, a DLC, which is basically a game's worth of content. They're adding new planets there where people are already planning what to make on which planet. Not as many planets as this, but I think 4 new planets. What am I doing here? I want to have steel production, and it makes... Ooh. I mean... If I place it... I mean, it can pull... Actually, this will make sense. If we put it here, there's always one iron production that bypasses the steel production. That's fine. I think that's fine. Let's do that. Gotcha. And have you tried Satisfactory? I haven't tried that yet, but that's gotten some good reviews as well. One out fine here? One out is fine. I'm playing this right now. Gotcha. 96%. This is, I'm glad you told me about this splitter, the depot on top of the splitter. That's a really cool feature. The things you can do in 3D and when the devs add quality of life features. We have bullets. Actually not making quite as many as I'd... Are we limited by how... Ah. Yeah, when we're moving one back and forth that far, that is fairly slow, huh? But I think we're okay. We have steel. We have iron. Iron is flowing. We have plenty of iron for now. Of course, the factory must always grow. We have enough magnets. So we're going to want to expand... I mean... I wonder how many... If I take this out. I think we're limited by the... Yeah. Okay, they're about to attack. Let's focus on that. Oh yeah, is that how it measures it? How does it measure these? Trips per second. Length to grid. That seems better. Okay, so you're gonna be attacking soon.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Did those just spawn in? I wasn't paying close enough attention. That's... I mean, that's still less than 10. Kind of coming at a interesting dispersal pattern. Like, where are you going? Heading over here. Where are the others going? Kind of. I mean, I don't foresee this being an issue, but I kind of just want to see how the turrets handle it by themselves. I'll step in if we need it. In fact, I should probably charge up. I've realized that I don't have enough coal in my... Okay. That was easy. Let me stand here. What's taking you guys so long? It's a little bit loud. I get lost sometimes. Mech Dark Fog Attack Alert Volume. 80%. Surely that won't come back to bite me, and I miss seeing an attack come in. I also like games that allow you, like, full customization of the camera. There's some games that are 3D-ish and, like, even space-ish, where you should be able to operate in whatever frame of reference you want, but it kind of locks your camera to, oh, you can only rotate this direction so many times, or only spin the camera this direction so many times without being able to do full 360s. So it's nice being able to really reorient however you want. You know, I haven't been checking the YouTube comments, which is fine, because there are no YouTube comments. Or chats, I guess. Planets distribution. We never did that, did we? Ooh. Okay. Guiding light. That's the light on Icarus. Nice. We got good coverage there. At least as long as we're at the point where a single turret can handle whatever they throw from whichever direction. If I'm... Oh, it stays even in this view as well. Alright, well, I don't need that now. I haven't done anything with the oil yet, and I've realized I'm not researching anything. So let's at least research something. Foundation. We will pave over the world at some point. Solar panels. Small yellow pixel on the planetary base. Their planetary base? Or what? This? Oh, I see. So that's... They're at 14 out of 200. That's it? Man, we're gonna be rocking them for a while. Per enemy destroyed, huh? Okay. We're making steel. We're making enough iron. I don't want to see the defensive range anymore, thank you. Stats. Metadata. Oh, one thing. I came across this metadata thing earlier. When would you actually want to use this? Buy out, like, you can buy out certain things, right? This game. It... Oh. Oh, it transcends games. Huh. That's interesting. That makes me think of some Hades interactions. Or not, but like in some of the level ups in Hades, different runs in Hades. I'm sure there are better analogies, but that was the first thing I thought through. Gotcha. That's actually a pretty smart way of keeping the game, like, fun for new and old players. Yeah. You don't overwhelm the new players by making everything super easy to research, and you don't keep the veterans sitting around twiddling their thumbs waiting for everything to be researched. Okay. Speaking of researching, how do we make those red circuits? I think before upgrading our blue, or not circuits, our, what is the actual name? Before creating a dedicated electromagnetic matrix production center, let's see what it'll take to make the red ones. So we may or may not be able to incorporate them. That looks entirely different. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's gonna take, is that hydrogen? Takes 2 hydrogen. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, it adds an incentive to make bigger and better bases in the late game, with there like being a real, tangible benefit for your next game. That's pretty cool. So to make these red circuits, red energy matrices. Maintaining the center brain simulation. So there are 5 of these, huh? 5 basic ones. We need hydrogen, which we have. We also have refined oil, which we don't. Well, we can. We also need graphite. Wait, this. There are 2 ways to make it? Wait. Interesting. Is there a difference between things being on the left and on the right here, or is it just to balance it? Balance the visual sides of things? Okay, so it looks like there's 2 ways to make this. I don't know how to see the other recipe in this, but if we plop down, we might need higher level makers at some point. In fact, do we not even do that in that building? Okay. Oh, I get it. The next one later, I see. Okay, of course making this will be in the Matrix lab. These are made in the smelting facility. Thank you, tooltips. And what was the other thing I needed? Hydrogen, we already have that. Okay. Made in the smelting facility. We just smelt coal to make energetic graphite. Wonder how that differs from normal graphite. How are we on power, by the way, as I continue to distract myself? That was looking a little close to the top end there for a second, so missile turrets. Let me distract myself further. Ah, that's how we'll defend against space targets. Not air targets, though? Ground and space, but not air? Because this can do air, right? Oops. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of stats. It can do air. Ground and air and space. I imagine it's just a harder to make, Ooh, that's a lot of resources. Okay. So yeah, at a certain point, that would be best. As soon as... Like, will that not be until Space Dark Fog Hive starts getting triggered by our Electro system that will need to defend against space? Or will the planetary base at some point, or maybe other enemies, attack from space before the space-specific hive does? I need a smelter. They're also better ground. Okay. I keep distracting myself. Let's re-enable this. Sure, you can go at that angle. I won't mind it. Graphite. That's gonna be too close. Let's move you. That'll be good enough. On why the missile's better. Identify and locate both ground and space targets. They will launch missiles. They're designed to respond to multiple threats with all-around defense. Explosive weapon. Range. What's the range? Has a bigger range. 60 versus 44. Range of space defense. 4,200. 2.5 per second versus 6 per second. Does it say how much damage each one does? Oh, okay. It'll be... If we look... Here, can I make one? Not easily. What am I missing? I don't have a lot of iron. Well, lucky for me, somebody put this depot over here. I'll make one of those. I want to just look at it. See if that elucidates anything for me. I made this one farther than it needed to be. 53, 54, 53, 52, 53, 52, 52, 51. Okay, that is going down. How long have I been live for? 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Complete.
Is that bigger? That's definitely bigger.
We've built a missile turret. It can launch guided missiles. It provides all-around defense against both ground and space enemies. You can select targets in the turret panel.
Why would I want upper air off for this? Why is that the default, I wonder? It's not like it's not an option with, like, this one. But if it doesn't want upper air, must have a reason. Can I even jump high enough to get on this thing? You have to have a 2-step program to get on. You know, I never looked at this, did I? Oh, it's for the construction drones. And for investigating after a battle, which we have had. I already know how to copy. Okay, we'll come back to that. Did I already make one of these? No, because I was waiting for silicon, which now I have. That'll take a second. No, 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 don't tell me. All real time during flight to hit targets. Contains 24 missiles. Planet bursts. What on earth is a planet burst? Because, oh, this also has a planet burst option. $18 kilowatts. Oh, we're measuring in megawatts. We're fine.
Research complete.
I don't even remember what we were researching.
Replication complete.
You've unlocked prototype. This prototype is the origin of combat drones. It follows and assists Icarus in combat. Before dispatching combat drones, in the mecha panel, you can choose which type of combat drones to be deployed for each squadron, and ensure there are sufficient combat drones in the hangar. Combat drones will automatically attack enemies by default. You can also dispatch them in the combat interface.
Interesting. Very interesting. Ground forces. It's probably a bad idea to run over to those guys' bases with just a few of those drones, but it is a tempting idea. Let's charge up here for a second. Did I finish crafting that? Yes, I did. Holy, that is... Oh, are we low on power? We are. That's a good point. I should also have probably been saving. Stream 1. Save. You can see the 20-some minutes I got on my first attempt before realizing I should stream this. I mean, yeah, I mean, know your enemy, right? So if I wanted to make these, how many did it say I can have? I don't know, let's make that many. And in the meantime, let's look at, well, we were looking at our power, and the power was looking strained. Briefly. But it's looking a little bit better for the moment. You have enough in there? Okay. We should probably make another. In fact, I think we have another. So you move. Put you there. The direction doesn't really matter for our purposes. Oh, you can... Oh, that would make sense. Well, we'll do that on the next one. Daisy chain them. And... I don't know if it matters where I place this, but I'm going to place it closer to where we were killing them. Because it said it was going to investigate, right?
You've built a battlefield analysis base. It can automatically dispatch construction drones for constructing and repairing, and combat drones for defending.
It's
It
not
can
close
also
enough.
analyze enemy debris and automatically extract useful items. A battlefield analysis base is indispensable for building an unmanned auto defense system.
There are 2 radii on this building. Does the tooltip explain the radii? Construction 60 meters, pickup 90 meters. That would explain it. Okay. Now, it says 12 out of 12, so I'm guessing it comes with the construction drones. And I was just making these, so put those in there. Okay.
Research complete.
Actually, you want to take those back, because I don't think we'll need that. But that's where I would put those if I want them to attack or help defend, I suppose. Precision drone. Attack drone. Okay, it is set to auto pickup. Now,
You've obtained the recipe for a proliferator. It can greatly increase production efficiency. Fit a spray coater on a conveyor
spray
belt.
coater.
Feed proliferator from the upper port. The coater will spray cargo on the conveyor belt below. Cargo coated with proliferator has proliferator points. When such cargo is used as raw materials, it yields extra output or accelerates production.
Interesting. That sounds similar to the new feature that'll be coming out in Factorio, the quality of it, but rather than... But it has to be added with the spray. Very interesting. Okay, but this thing... Auto fleet replenishment. Okay. It has power. It has space. Okay, so there must not be anything nearby for it to pick up. So none of those things that died out here dropped anything. Is, I guess, what that's meaning. So we'll see what happens on the next attack, which is in a little while.
Research complete.
We got solar panels. I mean, without accumulators, which I
Data
imagine...
shows there aren't any natural silicone veins on this planet. You can still obtain some silicone by smelting stone ores. In order to collect a large amount of silicone, find a planet with silicone veins as soon as possible.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself there, buddy. I think we'll be on this planet for a little while longer. Yay, solar. Well, we unlocked solar, but it'll be a little while before we get energy storage, so I don't know if... It only does 360 kilowatts. Each of these is 300. It's barely more energy than a wind turbine, and it only works half the time. I mean, I'm sure there are uses for it. In fact... He's still walking between factories. Yeah, I think we'll be on this planet for a while. Like, I obviously don't know the progression of things, but surely rocketry, like space flight, that's not it. Space flight will be out here. Planetary defense system, that's pretty sick. I want those. Only takes the second level of research. Gravitational wave refraction. Only works half the time if you don't fully surround your planet with it. Oh yes, good point. That's an excellent point. It's always sunny somewhere on the planet until we fully encase the star with a Dyson sphere. Then these planets will be, I don't know, we might have to wirelessly transport power from the star to the planets, which kind of just feels redundant. The star was kind of already doing that, but I guess we can be more efficient in where it's projecting all of its energy. Ionosphere, I should probably pause. Universe matrix. Mission complete. Alright, so this is the end. It only takes 720,000 hashes, whatever that means. Artificial star. This is antimatter capsule. Okay, I'm looking for Corvette. It takes until you are a multiplanetary species to get a Corvette. Humans were just lucky in that the company was founded early, but for most species. For most civilizations, it takes until you're multiplanetary to get corvettes. Plasma turrets. High strength glass. I'm trying to see like where we get planetary logistics. No, wait. This is your launch the rocket. Gotcha. With the end research. Planetary logistics systems. It is the hub of the planet. Logistics drones will automatically deliver. Transportation is limited to its own planet. Well, that's not what we're wanting. Interstellar logistics system. Alright, so surely this would require some kind of interplanetary. Maybe we're not that far in the grand scheme of things from taking off from this planet. Satellite power distribution. I am the interplanetary transport for some time. I'm fine with being my own logistics system. Photon frequency conversion. Grading crystal. Photon combiner. Solar sails, ray receivers, makes sense. This is some pretty advanced stuff. Frame material. Deuterium. Proliferator. Thruster. Reinforced thruster. Okay, surely to get satellites, we have to have some kind of launch mechanism. But it doesn't have the prerequisites lined up like that. You can unlock things that have prerequisites from other branches, it seems. Precision drones. I mean, maglev, I mean, I suppose we don't even know what kind of system we'll use to get off the planet. We could use something like a railgun or a magnetic particle trap. Very interesting stuff. I think, though, I'll keep playing for a bit, but I think at the 3-hour mark on the stream, I might say goodnight. There's Trigator the First. Oh, those... Okay, they're just using the standard planetary naming systems where the... So yeah, the star is that one. Gotcha. Alpha Hive. What? Drive Engine 2. Hey, that gives us something to look for. Is there a search on this? I don't think so. Oh, right, upgrades. We should probably also be upgrading some stuff. Guys, as you mentioned that, I was moving to this screen. Communication control. Drive engine. No, that says drone engine. Here's drive engine. Unlocks mecha flight. What do you call what I was already doing then? Hovering, I guess? Mecha cruise. Mecha cruise. Faster. Mecha warp. Warp flight. Interesting. Okay, anything else require just blue science? We could increase kinetic and energy and explosive weapon damage. Ground squadron, that takes red. Durability, I guess that's helpful, but I don't plan on taking much damage. Of course, whoever plans on it, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face, right? Blueprint limits. I can make electric motors now, right? How fast do we currently move? Is that over here somewhere? We currently move at 6. So we'll be increasing it by, what is that, like 12%? No. More than that. Oops. And I need... Oh, we have other research to be done in the meantime. Which I guess is what I was beginning to work on. Over here. Making some better... And that, of course, takes copper. I think our copper for now is adequate. This can't sneak through here, can it? It can! Research progress is too slow. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're getting there. That can go through there. Of course, then can I get over this in time? That'll collide. What'll that collide with? Oh, great. That's not what I wanted. Right here. Why is it trying to go so high? I just want it up 1. I suppose I can move this copper one up. In fact, this copper... What is this copper doing? It's only going to here. Oops. It's only going to here. Which we... don't need... Well, it needs to feed from this. Of course, now that we have splitters... it's not much better. Okay, let's just... get rid of these. What level am I at? I can get down to 1 here. And then down to there. Oh, those are coming from here. Because it's within the range. Very cool. Okay, so now that... Oh, did I do that? Is that close enough? Okay, that can fit under there. Good. Of course... This isn't where I needed the iron. So what am I doing? What did I need the iron for? We want to make a few of these matrix labs. I haven't decided where I want that. Maybe this is a good time for foundations. So we can build over this water. This right here. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move the autocraft of this to be here. You aren't needed there. Is that farther? I think so. Might not be far enough. That's not far enough. I'm sorry, windmill. Your services are required elsewhere. Autocrafter here, I guess. Oops, shift click. Of course, I don't want the whole thing, I just wanted the recipe, so I'll just do it this way. You are making gears. You will pull in from... Can you pull from upper? Not at least the way I have it here. So we'll just do that for now. Is it only taking one? Looks like it. You make conveyor belts. And then you pull into there, and then you are redundant, and you are redundant, and now we have a bit more space over here. Of course, I don't want to expand all this just to double the amount of matrix slabs. I'd like there to be at least 4 that are creating. Wait, can I stack the creating ones on top of each other? Chemical plant. I don't think I've made that yet. If I can stack these ones that are creating and research progress too slow. I get it, I get it.
Replication complete.
Okay. Now they're both going. And for now, at least, we're not running out of anything. Okay. So let's keep in... Is there any bottleneck here right now? No. But as soon as I add this next one... Oops. So, surely now we will have a bottleneck. We might have a bottleneck of power soon, but it looks like we're fine on that. It looks like... Ooh, we got to 0 here. Are we ever going to be not crafting something? Maybe not. Ah, you're not crafting. Okay. And is that just because these aren't giving fast enough? Which, you know, it's partly because I placed these in terrible spots. That one will be fine. I mean, okay, we'll move both of these over one. So we need a smelter. In fact, I could have, let's do it this way. So we'll want the crafters here. Actually, I can stack the crafters, right? Oh, can you not stack the crafters? I guess you can't stack the crafters. Okay. Can you stack the smelters? No. Okay. Some things you can stack, some things you can't. You make magnets, and you make magnetic coils. I don't really like having it go direct like that, but you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Okay. You are... We need another one here. I think I'm... Did I make that one farther than I needed it to be? Maybe. Let's... Input
Research
double
is too
there.
slow. Build more matrix labs.
All right, brother.
Multiple matrix labs can contribute to the same research. Build more matrix labs and set them to research mode. And
We get
ensure
it.
sufficient supply
We
of
get it.
matrices.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. All right. We don't have enough of these. Which means I need another magnet maker. Which means I should place this a bit better. Of course, I'm doing all this to only slightly increase. Now, this is too close, right? Oh, it's not. Okay. In that case. Let's do this. Magnet. Magnet. Take my ore, because I don't want it. And we can set a line like that. Okay. Now, surely. You have too much. Okay, great. 2 from one and 1 from the other. It's not ideal, but at least now we have plenty. Are you gonna run out of copper now? 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Looks like it's never dropping to 1. Now are all 3 of these constantly being used? Looks like yes. Alright. With that, I think I'm going to end the stream. I think we've made some decent progress here. Aside from this stuff that isn't powered.
Insufficient materials.
I don't have enough to make a Tesla
Research
tower?
complete.
Oh, it doesn't auto-make. Okay. Now this stuff is being made again. Oh, you also need iron. Well, as luck would have it. Okay. So, now let me save. I'm just going to overwrite that last one. Alright. That's where I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you all have a good night, and I will try to stream again soon. We'll see, since I had a very active member chatting this time. Gives me more of an incentive to stream again. So I'm sure at some point I will go live again. It won't be as long of a hiatus as last time, but without any further ado, that's going to end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.